Hi. So we're finally at the step at which we will create the first lecture, a good one. Regenerate response and asking for X variations. This is the first lecture. Now, to create a good lecture, you need to script it. No matter if we're gonna screen record or something else, we need to know what we're gonna say in this lecture, right? And first of all, I'll name the lecture. Okay, I have it now. And the question is, what do we do now? Now, in this lecture, we want to find the outcome is we want to show two things. We want to show how to regenerate response, and we want to show people how to ask for many different variations of the same thing. Now, to make this good, we need to start with okay, I'll just list them. First, what are we going to achieve? This is how each lecture should start. I started this lecture with, in this lecture, this is the final achievement we want, right? So what are we going to achieve? People need to have expectations which are set well. So show them regenerate response and asking for X variations. Now, second, we know what we're going to achieve. How does the lecture start then? I need an example. I need a very good example, very compelling example, which leaves no doubt in the viewer's mind that that this thing works, right? And I have to think now. Example. This is example, backbone of the lecture. Now, this is very important. What will be the backbone of this lecture? What is the example that I'm gonna use? I can do several things. I can go through all the chats that I have that I've had in the past, and I can look for a good example. Now, I will not use an example which has been shown in the course already, right? I need a unique example which is very cool. And I have this workspace here that I remember I have been working on. Okay, YouTube titles, maybe it was this one. Now, look at this. I have found some text. Join Ilya, the CEO of team-gpt, as he guides you through the steps of obtaining unlimited access to GPT-4. This tutorial is an invaluable resource, so this was some kind of description. And I said, this is a description for a YouTube video. Give me 5 variations for its title. So I know this. I know that this is a cool use case. I have had it before. It's a real one. And I know it works well. I am going through it again and again, and I'm like, okay, one of the ideas I can have is title of something. So this will work well. I have seen it in the past and it makes sense. Brainstorm ideas. Wow, this is a very good one. Why? Because when you're brainstorming, every time you regenerate response, you will get some new stuff, right? And that's the point of brainstorming. So brainstorming is a very good one. The title of naming something is very good. And for the naming, I can name the course, right? Oh, this is nice. Name the course. This is very, very nice. Brainstorm ideas. What to include? What games to play on during the Christmas party. So, is this for work? Yeah, kind of. But you know, what ideas can we brainstorm? Marketing ideas, sales ideas, We can brainstorm, I don't know, new business lines, new business ideas. Um, I'm not sure whether this makes too much sense, but I'll write them down, right? Brainstorm ideas. So marketing, copy, ads, new business ideas, games to play at the party. Okay, now I kind of have this ready, so right? So I have what I'm gonna achieve. I know two things for which this lecture will be very good: brainstorming and naming. I'm wondering whether to show you a third one. Probably not. Probably this will not be a great idea. Why? We want to keep it as short as possible. Once I show you how regenerate response and asking its variations works, you don't need me anymore, right? Now, what is the goal for the duration? What is the goal for the duration of this lecture? 2 minutes, no more. That's what people want to watch. So the highest value comes from no bullshit. No bullshit, no fluff, no nothing. These videos I'm recording right now, they're not good course materials. Like I'm absolutely aware of this and I want to make it super clear. These videos I'm creating, they're good for the building public, they're good for podcasting and yeah, whatever, but not for the course itself. I'll still include it in the course, but where? Oh, let me show you this. We talked about it in the last discussion. Creating this course will be around the end of this whole thing, right? So I need to have shown you all the value prior to this. Okay, duration 2 minutes. What are we going to achieve? Show them how to generate responses, variations. Backbone of the lecture will be titled. Okay. Now, conclusion, recap, and tell them to do more of this in their work. Okay. Can I think of some other idea which is good? We said naming. I will go again through my curriculum. Now, also, we mentioned in the last lecture, if I had documented this well, if I had already come up with this, I would have written it in key questions. Maybe I have. Let's say regenerate, ask for variations, ask for 5 different choices. Okay, I have just written what I need to show you. I don't know the examples I want to show you. Next, I'm the domain expert, right? It's quite probable that I have had a chat like this before. So I'll go to my chats and I'll look for a chat where I have done something like this. I have a blog about something, blah blah blah. No, elevator pitch. Let's see. Elevator pitch. Oh no, this is not mine. This is for someone else. Sorry. I'll find my chats. And what do you need to do with LLMs? HTML code for divider. I've written an SEO. What's an OG image? Okay. Nope. Look at this. I found it. I was creating this landing page. I'll make myself small. I was creating this landing page and reduce clutter and organize knowledge. I'll literally show it to you here. And I wanted to change the way it sounds. Reduce clutter and organize knowledge. Change the word clutter and keep the sense. Minimize chaos and categorize knowledge. No, do this. Give me 5 more variations. It gives me I don't like them. 5 more. Try keeping. I am building on top of this thing, and I am look at this. Try keeping the second bit, but only only changing the first 2 words, right? So this is a variation of how to ask for variations. Amazing. I like this. I will add this to the outcomes of this lecture. Show them how to generate response, asking for X variations, asking for X variations with a twist. Okay, keep X. Okay, so I have found from my own experience, something like this. Okay, I like this. I really like this. And this has been what? Writing copy. Writing writing marketing copy, which means on a landing page. Okay, so I have a third one. I have a third one, and the thing is, I will not only. Okay, I need to save this chat. Sorry, I have to save this chat for myself in over here. Okay, so I find it later. Okay, I like this, and I will now proceed to the lecture. I think I've gathered, it took me 10 minutes, and now I have gathered enough ideas for this lecture to go rather well, right? Okay, how would the lecture go? Now, every time you're creating something like this, you totally want to play it through, right? I'll go into the ChatGPT for workspace where we're doing everything, right? And over here, I will start a new chat, and I will play this whole thing, right? Now I have to decide whether I'm gonna do a title of some name of the course. Oh, I like this. So I am building. Let's start with the whole thing: context, outcome, output, format. These are the three things that matter. First, I will, yeah, I'll just use some help here. I'll just use a persona, which is a copywriter. Probably you've seen it in the course already, but this is a team-gpt functionality. I have a bunch of those. So I have told ChatGPT, please assume the role of a skilled and creative copywriter. Okay, I will start like this so I can play around with the chat. Now, in the lecture itself, I will not do it like this. Why? I'm looking for this weird, not weird, but I'm looking for this structure. Therefore, the way I want to do it is copy. This is the context. The context is, or this is not context, this is even persona, right? Persona. Okay. What is the context? I want to, I am creating an online course on ChatGPT. Here are some of the things we will be covering. Now I need to give it some context, so I will go through the stuff I've created, some of the texts that I've created. Okay, I have the pre-launch text which goes through the course curriculum. Great. And I will provide this as context to ChatGPT. In the lecture itself, by the way, okay, I formatted it. So I have the context, I have the persona, and the outcome is name this course. What more for context? Name this course. My working title is this persona, outcome, name this course. This is it, right? This is a very good chat that I'll probably have with ChatGPT. Mastering ChatGPT. Unlock the power of AI for your business. Now we're going to the lecture itself, right? The lecture was regenerate response. I knew that when I'm naming something, I will not like this. I click regenerate response, and what it does is it provides me with a different response, which is absolutely different. I clicked again, ChatGPT unleashed from basics to brilliance. But every time I click regenerate response, the whole response is regenerated, right? And my message is also sent. And maybe I want just a couple of variations. So why does regenerate response work? Why does it work? Now, why does the regenerate response work? It works because it is trying again, it's using these probabilities, and it's just starting with a different word, so it changes everything. Now, um, I want to see many of these at once. Provide me with 5 more variations. This is a very, very efficient way to, I'll make myself smaller, sorry. This is a very, very efficient way to get several titles, right? And I just saw the complete guide to ChatGPT, harnessing AI for exceptional results, transforming words with ChatGPT, a comprehensive journey from novice to expert. Command the conversation, ChatGPT decoded, whatever. I don't like them. Again, 10 more, X more AI in action, the ChatGPT Comprehensive Masterclass. Zero to Hero with ChatGPT. ChatGPT revealed, blah blah, ChatGPT Mastery, the ChatGPT Advantage exposed. I don't like any of those. And now I will add another, constraint. What constraint? This one we were talking about. The twist. Keep X. I'll say I really don't like that the GPT-4 has removed my initial ChatGPT for work. I really like this, right? This is what my course is about. So I'll say provide me with 10 more variations. All of them should start with whatever I wanted, right? And now this is where the real thing is happening, right? The magic is happening because I knew that it's ChatGPT for work. I came here just because I'm not sure in the rest of the naming, right? I'm not sure about the practical and comprehensive. So I want to see several different variations, which all of them make sense. Okay, ChatGPT for work. From beginning to wizard in AI communication. The ultimate guide to boosting your business. Your A to Z journey in conversational AI. Mastering the art of AI-powered dialogues. A comprehensive course for AI integration. Unlock. Now, all of these share something in common. They are very, fluffy, bullshitty, and so on. So I would normally say make them shorter and make them, I don't know, less adjectives and shorter names as a whole. And now it will provide me with 10 more. I think these are much better already, right? And this is how the whole thing is done. You get many. If we saw the first mastering ChatGPT, unlock the power of AI. This is not good. I'm already doing the conclusion, by the way. So by this point, I have reached something which is not bad at all. I can use this. I can build on top of it. Now include that it is practical, right? And I can hands-on, practical, real world, all of these things. So it is, I'm getting closer and closer to what I'm trying to achieve. I also uh, say it is comprehensive. Okay, the complete hands-on course. This is, I just want to say this is a very good name. The complete hands-on course. All inclusive practical mastery. The full spectrum. Thorough and applied. Exhaustive hands-on. AI encompassing total coverage. Power tool. Oh, wow, this is awful. I love this. The complete hands-on course. This is very good. ChatGPT for practical. It is saying the same thing but with different words. I'll put it somewhere here so people don't see it. Maybe they get surprised. But I really liked this. Okay, so here's what I did. I used ChatGPT to create this, and I love the results. And this is my lecture. This is the backbone of my lecture. I have found it, and I will now go through the whole thing and say, okay, I have found a title which is better than my current working title. Therefore, I consider this conversation successful, right? So we just had a successful conversation with ChatGPT on a topic I didn't. So I expected that we'll have good stuff because I'm a ChatGPT enthusiast, right? But I really didn't know what it was gonna do. And keep in mind, this is my 47. This is the 47th option that it gave me. But this is how it works. Now, here is the conversation. It's good and everything is all right. Now, what do I need to do now? I need to clean up this chat from all the stuff that I don't care about. So I'll immediately create another and I'll say regenerate response plus 5 more variations, x more variations, clean. Now I'll do it like this. And for the purposes of this lecture, I want to have the minimum viable chat, right? So I'm deleting messages that don't make sense. Context, course curriculum, my course title, persona, name this course. Okay. I have first tried to regenerate the response. Okay, this is the first response. Then I had a regenerate response. And I don't need to do it a third time, right? Why? Because in this lecture I'm trying to the outcome of the lecture is for me to show you the variations, because this is where we're starting to use ChatGPT much more effectively than the regenerate response, right? So I will just continue here. Now, when is regenerate response good? By the way, it's good for very long texts. For very long texts, you cannot ask give me 5 more variations. But for longer text, you can. Okay. Now, it provided with me 5 variations. Then I said, give me 10 more. That's good. And then I said, I wanted to start with ChatGPT for work. Okay. And then I said, less adjectives shorter, include that it is practical, say it is comprehensive. Okay. Now, for the lecture to be created, I will go back here and I will write the script again. Script for video recording. The script is 1. Initial prompt. 2 is regenerate response once. 3 is provide 5 more variations. 10 more. Then I want this. I just need to see this and I'll be able to lead the lecture, right? ChatGPT for work from beginner to okay. Less adjective, shorter names. Include this is practical. Say that it's comprehensive. Okay. So this is how the lecture will go. And I will now put this on my second screen. And I'm almost ready to record this lecture, right? Now, I'll hide this chat. Maybe I'll make it personal. Okay. I'll also put this chat somewhere on my second screen so that I can refer to it if needed, right? Okay, then I go to the shared workspace. This is the chat which didn't have, this is the very first one. I'm archiving it and I have a clean workspace, right? So what am I gonna do? I will create a new chat and I will start recording. Now, the final thing I want to say is I don't like this name, so I need to have a quick chat for the name, and I will I'll do I'll do exactly the same. I'll give it a similar context to the one before, and I'll say I'm creating a lecture on please come up with a title for this lecture. Less adjectives and shorter name. Response variations with ChatGPT. Okay. Iterate on this. Generating, you know what? Generating better responses. No, they're not only better. Diverse, exploring response variations with ChatGPT. Exploring response variations. 2. Perfect the outcomes. Oh, this is such a bullshit name. Use this as context. Perfecting outcomes through response variations. Leveraging, enhancing dialogue, response. Okay, response. Perfecting outcomes through leveraging response variations, enhancing dialogue outcomes, chat outcomes. Enhancing chat outcomes. chat outcomes, response variations with okay, something like this. I kind of like this. I don't love it, but you know, um, uh, I love it more than response generation. And okay, I will take this and I'll put it. Simple tricks. Enhancing chat outcomes, response regenerations and variations. I think this is good enough. So, great. Um, naming this lecture. Okay, I will, by the way, I will put it in simple tricks with ChatGPT. Okay, I just created this, and I will also create a subfolder with this name. Okay, great. Great. Cool. Okay, now the students don't know this yet, and we're about to start. I will record this video as it should be recorded, and yeah, I'll then show you the final result. I will also name this chat with the name that we decided. You can already see it like this, and yeah. Now the initial prompt, I'll also copy paste the prompt, right? I'll zoom in a bit so it's seen, and then I'll start the lecture like this. Okay, wait. Hi and welcome back to the ChatGPT for Work course. In this video, cut, I have to do it again. Hi and welcome back. In this lecture, we'll be talking about enhancing chat outcomes through the response regeneration and the different variations. This is absolutely crucial because ChatGPT is but mostly never right from the first time. Therefore, in this lecture, we will explore how you can create better outcomes with better prompting. I have prepared the following task. The context is the following. Here is the course curriculum of a course I'm creating. My working title is ChatGPT for Work, Practical and Comprehensive. I don't particularly like this title, so in this lecture we'll find a better title. Here is the persona that I want ChatGPT to assume. ChatGPT is a skilled and creative copywriter. This is very much needed for me because I want ChatGPT to be in the mindset of creating content, right? Finally, the outcome. Name this course. Okay. So this is the initial prompt. Mastering ChatGPT for Business Success, a practical and comprehensive guide to leveraging AI in the workplace. I do not like this. So the first thing you can do is to regenerate the response. Regenerate response is asking the same question to the AI once again. And we have, you see, the initial question, the initial response, the same question again, another response. This is what regenerate response does. You can click it as many times as you want, right? And it will come up with new responses. A much smarter way, not smarter, but obvious, but a very efficient way, is to say, provide me with 5 more variations. So instead of regenerating response every time, we're just getting 5 responses in bulk. This is one of the most often used techniques to create better outcomes. Now, I don't like either of those, so I'll write provide me with 10 more variations. Okay. There are some more. They're weird. I don't like any of them. And one of the main reasons is that my working title was ChatGPT for work, blah, blah, blah. I want to maintain this, right? So one way to do it is to say, please always start the titles with ChatGPT for work. Provide 10 more variations. Okay. So this looks better. This looks closer to the outcome I'm trying to achieve, right? Okay. Cool. Now, these names are very long and they're not to the point. So I'll write provide 10, no. I'm restarting the recording when I do like this. Okay, so less adjectives and more use less adjectives and shorter names. Let's see. Okay, these look much better. I'm looking at them and I'm like, if I see a course which is called with a name this long, I'm okay with it. Now, I don't like any of those though. Why? Well, because they do not say it is practical and comprehensive, right? So I'll say include that it is practical. A practical course. Okay, practical AI guide, hands-on AI toolkit, hands-on AI for business, applying AI practically, a practical course. Okay, say it is comprehensive. A complete practical guide to AI, from basics to mastery, a comprehensive AI course. Good enough, but not there yet. Give me 10 more. Complete and practical. Okay, so some of the things you can do right now is I'm not happy with either of these. So what I can do is I can pick some variations which I like and I can match them. Use these as inspiration. Complete practical guide to AI. Simple, to the point. Comprehensive AI training, hands-on, I like it. Practical AI study, no. Okay. These are close to what I'm looking for. And I'm just giving these. And let's see. A thorough practical AI tutorial, all-inclusive practical guide, a full hands-on course on AI, comprehensive journey, complete AI course, complete and hands-on. Okay. Okay, I kind of like this one. ChatGPT for Work, the complete hands-on AI course. However, I would probably take it and write ChatGPT for Work, the complete hands-on course. Yeah, I'm basically writing this for myself. I really like this variation, and that's a fantastic choice. Succinctly states what the course. Thank you, ChatGPT. But Anyways, so in this case, what did I do? I started from the beginning. I regenerated a response once, then I regenerated it again. I didn't like it, and then I wanted 5 variations. Then I wanted another 10. Then I wanted another 10. Then I got another 10 with a tiny twist. Another 10 and another 10 and another 10, and this whole thing, it took me like so far 7-8 minutes to reach, but in the end I found something which I'm very happy with, and I'm happy to add this as a working title over here. Complete hands-on course. I really like it. Okay, I don't like this bit because they saw me that I had already done it, right? So um, what I'm gonna do is I'll cut. Okay, so I like this so much, I'll copy it and I will, no, in the lecture we don't need this, of course. Okay. So I think this is a very, very good title for the course. We'll see if it makes it, but overall, that's that. Keep in mind, you will never, ever, or mostly never, get it right from the first time. You have to work with ChatGPT, especially if the task is this hard, right? This is a hard task, the name for the course. And yeah, now for homework, please try to brainstorm a couple of ideas. I will give you several exercises. Please brainstorm some ideas based on this technique, and also I'll provide you with some marketing text that you would need to create for a landing page that you enjoy. Thanks so much for spending this time in this lecture, and see you in the next one. Now, this is basically how the lecture went. It wasn't 2 minutes, it's 8 minutes. And this is not good. It's okay, but I have underestimated the lecture. Why? Because I didn't only show how to regenerate response. I showed variations, and I wanted to show good variations and not bad variations. Now these videos have to be shorter than this, and I have to think about what to do with this. The example I picked was a hard one. Maybe that was it. Maybe the example was too hard. Now, what I can do is I can test another idea. I can test another chat. No, I can't do this. This was a good lecture. It was too long. But we'll see how we can make it shorter. And the thing is, I will stop I will pause the recording now, and then I'll edit the lecture and I'll play it to you for this video to see the final result of it after I cut it, slice it, dice it, and make it as short as possible. Thanks, and see you in a bit. Hi. So the question is, how do you make this lecture that we just recorded better? So the whole recording that we made was 11 minutes 30 seconds. I have managed to cut it to 6 minutes and a half. So I have removed a lot of the fluff, a lot of the stuff I don't want to hear, and so on. And the best thing I came up with as an idea is I'm speeding up the clips whenever. Okay. Okay, let me reattach this. I'm speeding up the clips whenever ChatGPT is generating something. So I think this will be crucial for the lectures to be shorter, and people would really appreciate it when they see it. So it looks like this. You can see me speaking here, but no voice because I have just muted myself, and I have sped up this how many times? 4 times. So this is 4 times faster, and I just saved 10 seconds to whoever was watching. And this is crucial for when creating an online course. Save them as much time as possible. It has to be, pam 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 pam. Something needs to be happening all the time, and no fluff. Unlike this lecture that you're watching right now. Yeah. But yeah. Good enough, but not there yet. Give me 10 more. Look at the speed of this video. Some of the things you can do right now is, I'm not happy with either of these. So what I can do is I can pick some variations which I like. Okay, somewhere here maybe. And let's see. Complete and hands-on. Okay, I kind of like this one. ChatGPT for work, the complete. Yeah, so this is kind of how the lecture looks like and how it was edited. On many places I have sped it up. I have added some stuff like this, like what does the generate response do? Provide X variations is common. A bit of callouts, so it makes it a bit more interesting for people and a bit more exciting. Now, this will be a lecture that I will feel comfortable putting in the course, right? So I have taken it and I have. Okay, let me recap this. So I started by estimating the duration, so it turned out to be 7 minutes. I have underestimated this lecture like crazy. I was really bad at estimating the time for this lecture. So what are we going to achieve? We showed them the stuff. We didn't show the brainstorming. We didn't show the writing marketing copy. We just went with the name of the course. And then there was the conclusion. We recapped well, and this was the script. Now, the problem was we were trying to show too many things in such a short period of time, and ChatGPT is pretty much unpredictable. So that was not very helpful. So yeah, okay. Anyways, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save this, name it with a proper name. If I can find the right 8.1, save. I will export this video again with the proper name 8.1, and this is it. Going back to the curriculum, this lecture has been prepared. Oh, I'm so big again. Has been prepared. I have the chat. I have prepared. Yes. I am taking note of this, that I'm done with this lecture. Pam pam pam, prepared. Okay. Words, I don't know how long. The length was 7 minutes at the 6 minutes 40. So I'll write 6.66, yeah, minutes. Okay. So this was also an important lecture, and I will add it here to our curriculum. This was the very first. Okay. So guys, this was the very first lecture I created for this whole course. This kind of gave me an idea how long it's gonna take me, what are the possible problems that I'm gonna have. I cut maybe 30 minutes of me fighting with ChatGPT. I had an issue and I couldn't record it from the first time. I'm not even showing this to you because it was a bit of a waste of time. But anyways, mm, turns out a bit harder than expected. I found out that I have to speed up lectures because otherwise I'll be losing. I can save you 20 to 30% of your time if I speed up the lectures. Yes, it costs me time and effort, but at the end of the day, it's worth it for the final product. So, what does this mean? You can expect these lectures to be very, very, very on point, very nice and on point. And you can expect these lectures to be a bit worse, and then these lectures a bit worse, and so on. So overall, that's that. Now I have to make a plan like this. Oh, I have not. Okay, once I'm done with this chat, I will also add it to the appropriate section, right? So what was this? Section number 8. I'll name this 8, and then this will be 8.1. Okay, I'm putting the chat, and this is how I will be saving everything in the course. It will be you have access to the chats, you have access to even the naming this lecture, right? Okay, I think that's a wrap up. Lecture is almost ready. Once it's done, of course, it goes on Google Drive, so it doesn't stay on my local device. Thanks for watching, and I hope this was somewhat useful.